Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 30, verse 7. Chapter name is Description by Lord Kapila of Adverse Fruitive Activities. Description by Lord Kapila of Adverse Fruitive Activities. Verse number 30. Chant the verse together. Sandhyamana Saravanga Esham Udvana Adhina Karoti Aviratam Mudho Duritani Durashyaha Sandhyamana Saravanga Esham Udvana Adhina Karoti Aviratam Mudho Duritani Durashyaha Sandhyamana Saravanga Esham Udvana Adhina Karoti Aviratam Mudho Duritani Durashya. Synonyms. Sandhyamana, burning. Serve all. Anga, his limbs. Esham, these family members. Uddhavana, for maintaining. Adhina, with anxiety. Kuroti, he performs. Aviratam, always. Mudha, the fool. Duritani, sinful activities. Durasya, evil-minded. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Although he's always burning with anxiety, such a fool always performs all kinds of mischievous activities with the hope, which is never to be fulfilled, in order to maintain his so-called family and society. Purport. It is said that it is easier to maintain a great empire than to maintain a small family, especially in these days, when the influence of Kali Yuga is so strong that everyone is harassed and full of anxieties because of accepting the false presentation of Maya's family. The family we maintain is created by Maya. It is a perverted reflection of the family in Krishna Loka. In Krishna Loka, there are also family, friends, society, father and mother, everything is there, but they are eternal. Here, as we change bodies, our family relationships also change. Sometimes we are in a family of human beings, sometimes in a family of demigods, sometimes a family of cats, or sometimes a family of dogs. Family, society, and friendship are flickering, and so they are called asat. It is said that as long as we are attached to this asat, temporary, non-existing society and family, we're always full of anxieties. The materialists do not know that a family, society, and friendship here in this material world are only shadows, and thus they become attached. Naturally, their hearts are always burning, but in spite of all inconvenience, they still work to maintain such false families because they have no information of the real family association with Krishna. Om Jnanatinandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamah Dadati Chapadam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jatapad Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavcha Shri Rupam Sagar Jatam Sahagana Raghunatham Tam Tam Sajivam Sadhavetam Savadutam Parijana Sangitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Cha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vanchakalpataru Yakshkripa Sindhu Vicha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnava Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasa Adi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram. We welcome all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis to this morning discussion from Srimad Bhagavatam. Again, we are discussing from Canto 3, Chapter 30, verse 7. Lord Kapila is giving instructions to his mother, Mother Devhuti. Especially this chapter, a diverse fruitive activities. What's the description? Lord Kapila will very graphically explain the whole 360-degree yatra journey of spiritual living entity, soul, especially who is attached to a sat. And in the last verse and this verse and the following few verses, we will see a lot about family. The family of this world is a sat. And how this living entity gets attached to this temporary family of this world, either friends or family, or home, or our pet animals. We become attached to such a level that we feel anxiety all the times. But we still feel satisfied. In the last verse also, it's expanded. And in this also, Kuroti aviratam mudho. The fool, he always performs these sinful activities, duritani durashya. He performs sinful activities in maintaining the families and the friends and the relationships. And while he's doing that, he becomes attached. He becomes attached. And attachment causes fear. Attachment causes anxieties. Even his body limbs are burning. Sandhyamana sarva anga. His limbs are burning. Literally, it means He's in anxiety, but he wants to maintain his family. Uh, uh, so going forward for next 30 or so verses, we will hear a lot about the description of the adverse fruitive activities, how this materially inclined person, he gets attached, he gets sucked into the day-to-day life of maintaining family and friendships in anxiety, and then he becomes a loser. At the end of the day, he loses. It's very step by step guide. And this particular chapter of 30 semi verses of how this living entity gets stuck in this world. And the word used, Srila Prabhupada writes in the purports, Maya's family. So I want to talk a little bit about this Maya's family, because we will hear it again and again and again in coming verses. And it might sound very pessimistic, very negative. But Lord Kapila is trying to paint a picture for all of us. What is the truth? Sometimes truth is not so palatable. But this Maya family, one piece of precaution I was thinking, especially for devotees, those who are on the path of practicing the sadhana bhakti, they must not consider their family members as Maya's family. Because by considering everybody Maya family, we become detached. And we can become detached to such a level that we can lose affection with these family members. And when we lose affection, there is a danger of not caring about the family members, especially if they're devotees. Then caring and loving and affection is very important. Considering all of these family members as part and parcel of Krishna's family, not Maya's family. So I'll give you one example of Maya family. There are multiple. In the Shastras, there are so many. But I was reading somewhere um, um, how the materialistic person, he gets sucked into this Maya's family relationships. So there's a couple, they were wealthy couple, all done with their family duties. They had daughter and son, they both were married and moved to foreign lands and had good jobs. So couples roughly around 65 years of age, and they had their 40th wedding anniversary, 40. And they were really attached to each other. And they really wanted to celebrate that 40th anniversary, wedding anniversary. So they find a very special place on the seashore in the moonlight situation, and they wanted to have a dinner together that night. So they go to the seashore. and they placed an order for some dinner items. And they're talking to each other, reminiscing their historical loving relationship in last 40 years. And lo and behold, this lady had a locket around her neck. So from that locket, a fairy, this Apsara, this celestial being, she appeared. And she said, "Oh, because of your loving exchanges with each other, your devotion to each other, I became so enamored. I was tied up in this locket. Now I feel free. I am here for you. I understand you both are in love with each other, and I want to offer you some boons. What is your wish list?" So they both are thinking, this is something amazing, some special gift of God. But here is the word Maya's family. It was a special gift of Maya. So that celestial lady, she said, "Please tell me what's your wish list." So they both are thinking, husband and wife, on our 40th wedding anniversary, what should we ask? And then the lady first, she said, "Please grant me a wish, grant me a boon that I can go all around the four corners of the world and enjoy with my husband." With this loving affection we have with each other. So this fairy tale, she said, "No problem, granted, you can go all over the world." And then this husband is thinking, now it's my turn. The celestial being will ask me for a boon, so what should I ask? So he said, he said to the fairy, he said, "I am very happy. I concur. I agree with my wife that we want to go all over the world and just travel and experience each other." But he said, "I want to add something to that. One little thing I want to add. And that little thing is, can I have always that my wife be 30 years younger than me? Can I have my wish that my wife will always stay 30 years younger than me, so I can have better experience in my life?" Now, this is Maya's family. This is what Lord Kapila is talking about. He wanted his wife to be 30 years younger. So this celestial lady, she's looking in the eyes of both husband and wife. She's looking and looking. And then she said, "Boon is granted." And lo and behold, all of a sudden, husband became 95-year-old. The lady stayed at 65. And husband is looking, what happened? How come I'm so old? So fairy said, "Well, you wanted your wife to be 30 years younger. So she's still 30 years younger. You're just 30 years older now." So when I read that story, I thought it's very much, this is what Lord Kapila is talking about, that how this living entity sees his family, his relationship and forget that this is a sat, this is temporary. I can ask for 30-year-old wife, younger wife, but then if I'm 95, I might lose my life in next year or same year. What good is that experience? But on the other hand, there are many more examples. But I was thinking, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he had a family, 10 children. But he writes, in one of the bhajan, he writes, Je dina grihe bhajan dekhi grihete goloka bhaya. He said, one day when I come home, I see my family members are performing arati, playing mardanga, doing kirtan. He said, I feel like grihete golok bhaya. He said, I feel like my home, grihete, my home is like Golok Vrindavan. So that's not Maya's family. That's not a Asat family. Our um, um, our Param Guru Srila Prabhupada, he would always mention that his father wanted him, his father's desire was one, that my son should learn Mridanga and become devotee of Shrimati Radharani. Mother wanted a little bit different. She said he should go to London and become barrister. But father always asked all the saintly people who would visit Srila Prabhupada's home that please bless my son so he can become servant of Shrimati Radharani. That's not Maya's family. One of our wonderful Vaishnavi couple who's coming to a temple, they were telling me, they told me a few times now, last few months, that somehow Krishna has given them, made them financially independent. They have Lakshmi in the bank. They were telling me that they always discuss among themselves, husband and wife, not about this 30-year younger wife conception, but they always discuss that we have Lakshmi in the bank, in our bank. Why not that Lakshmi should be in Krishna's bank? They're always meditating how they can help the temple to grow. That's not Asat, that's not Maya's family. That family is Krishna's family. It's Sat family. I was listening to this one brahmachari. He was explaining in India that when he joined the temple, his mother, father were very upset that how come he's leaving home. He's educated. We have given him education and now he has left home and he joined the temple. But then after a few years, when they saw that their son is doing wonderful, wonderful services for the society, changing hundreds and thousands of hearts, bringing so many people closer to Krishna, is very pure. So he said, one day when I visited my family, he goes, every 6 months, he said, I go and see my family. He calls his mother every 2-3 weeks, but every 6 months he go and spend some time with the mother. So he said, when I went home, my mother, she had a special brand new thali and plate, the prasadam plate, to serve him food. brand new glass, brand new katoris, the bowls. And he said, Mother, why? Why I will eat in the same plate you all eat. She said, No, no, no. Um, um, you are you're Krishna's devotee. You're so special. I must serve you in a very special way. So I went out and I bought all these new utensils so I can give you special. I can do some special seva for you. And then he had his dirty clothes, brahmachari, and he said, I'll wash. I've been washing. I live in an ashram. I wash every day myself. So mother said, No, 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 no. I will wash your clothes. And she started putting the clothes in the laundry. And it was only his two clothes, dhoti kurta. And he said, Why you just put my clothes in the laundry? Why? Let's just put when everybody else's clothes needs to be clean. Then she said, No, 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 no. We don't want to mix your clothes. Your clothes are so pure than our clothes. So I want to wash your clothes separately. When I was hearing that kind of conversation in the family, that's not Maya's family. That's not what Lord Kapila is instructing to Mother Devhuti. That's not what Lord Kapila is sharing with us. He's sharing the life of a non-devotee, those who are not yet devotees, those who are not on the path of spiritual emancipation yet. Everybody will come. Everybody, sooner or later, Krishna will attract all the souls in this world. But some souls are not there yet. So for them, this Maya's family is considering that these, my mother, father, parents, my son and daughters, they're mine. And I must maintain them by hook and crook, by going through so many sinful activities. We will see in the next few verses, it will become very, very graphical, very graphical. So I just want to I wanted to give some, we're going to have more bitter melon taste of this material life in the coming verses. So I wanted to give some sweet now, so we can have actually some bitter melon experience in the next few verses. They're tough. When you go through those verses, they can kind of put me down, put us down, especially if we feel that I fall in that trap. I'm also, but by Krishna's grace, all of you, just like Ajamil, got saved by the Vishnu Dutas. Even though he was distracted by the Maya Shakti, all of you who hear Bhagavatam, who are doing deity worship, who are chanting the holy names of the Lord every day, sincerely, with some slips and falls, we're very hopeful that Krishna will protect by sending his Vishnu Duta to all of us. I will stop here, 7 o'clock. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Vaishnava ki jai.
Thank you very much, Devendra. I'd like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day and week ahead. And I would like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Nrsinga, Jai Nrsinga, Prahladesh, Jaya Padmamukha Padmabhringam, Ugraveera Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvatomukham, Nrsingam Bhishanam Bhadram Mityam Navamiham, Nrsinga Bhagwan ki Jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai.
Rama.
Let's offer our humble obeisances to all decimal Vaishnavas, Vancha Kalpataruvascha Kripa Sindhu Bhayavacha,
Patitanam
Patitanam Pavanavayo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha, Vaishnavinda ki Jai, Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Hari.
Thank you, Devkinandan. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Bol.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare
Bol.
Krishna, Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna.